Welcome to this explainer, everyone. Today, we are diving into something absolutely wild. Picture this. Within just 100 years of its founding, Islam spread from the sweeping sands of the Arabian desert all the way to the Atlantic Ocean in the west and literally all the way to China in the east. It completely, and I mean completely, rewrites how we think about human connectivity in the ancient world. Okay, let's dive into this, because you really have to stop and ask yourself, how did a message carried by everyday people using only their own 2 feet, some horses, and wooden ships spread faster than literally any empire in history? Like, how was that even physically, let alone ideologically possible? Well, this is the ultimate historical mystery we are going to decode today. So let's look at part one, the universal connection, and why this went way beyond mere military might. See, the secret sauce here wasn't just about armies or military conquest. It was actually rooted in a concept called Tawheed. If you're not familiar, Tawheed is essentially the belief in the absolute oneness of God, and by extension, the oneness of humanity. So when those early Muslim travelers were crossing the globe, they weren't actually bringing a completely alien concept to the new lands they visited. Just take a look at this. From the concept of Shangti in ancient China to the Umvelangangi of the Zulu nation, and even the Great Spirit of the Cherokee, cultures all over the world already held these really deep-rooted beliefs in one supreme creator. So in a lot of ways, Islam was simply echoing what was already universally held in their hearts. It was relatable, right from the start. All right, moving on to part two, mastering land and sea. What were the actual tools of this massive expansion? Now, to spread this unifying message so effectively across some seriously harsh landscapes, they needed the right physical tools. And boy, did they have them. First up, the Arabian horse, literally the fastest, most spirited breed in the world. Then you've got the camel, which was basically the ultimate key to unlocking vast, seemingly impassable deserts. But wait, it gets better. Through the use of advanced navigation tools like Astrolabes, and by brilliantly figuring out how to capture the monsoon winds, they totally mastered the seas. I mean, they were a force of nature. Which brings us to part three, hidden footprints in history. Get ready for some seriously mind-blowing maps. This mastery of early navigation left behind some absolutely astonishing footprints. Get this, way back in 820 AD, a brilliant scholar named Al-Khwarizmi actually drew a map that included the Pacific Ocean, alongside what is widely considered the earliest known depiction of Australia. Yes, Australia. Centuries before standard European historical timelines suggest it was discovered. Talk about a massive aha moment, right? Next up is part four, crossing the Pacific, and the linguistic clues left behind. So, some researchers and historians put forward this fascinating theory that Arabic-speaking navigators and West African Muslims might have actually crossed the Pacific long, long before Christopher Columbus accidentally bumped into the Americas. And this brilliantly illustrates their point. Did you know some scholars believe the name Hawaii might actually stem from the Arabic phrase Jazira al-Hawa, that literally translates to island of a lot of wind? Crazy, right? And it doesn't stop there. Look at its capital, Honolulu. The name strongly mirrors the Arabic word lulu, which means pearl. Now, these aren't just fun pieces of trivia. They are like these surprising little historical puzzle pieces, hinting at a deeply buried story of early global connectivity by these brilliant navigators. Finally, we land on part five, a new lens on the past, the interconnected puzzle. At the end of the day, history is a massive, incredibly complex, interconnected puzzle. It is absolutely not just a single, isolated story written by the victors. When we actually look past our standard textbooks, from these shared global beliefs in a single creator to ancient maps and tantalizing linguistic clues, we find a beautifully untold narrative of exploration, unity, and a truly collective human journey. So, it leaves us with this huge question. If these incredible historical connections were just hiding in plain sight this whole time, what other untold stories of our shared human journey are still out there, just waiting to be uncovered? I really hope this sparks some curiosity for you all today. Keep questioning those standard narratives, and I'll see you in our next explainer.